happen when you kick off after dark. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Memphis offense takes the field for the first time today. And David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Lewis to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll sneak it.
And let's not complicate this. It's worked before. The QB sneak continues to get 1st downs. Keep using it. Keep moving the chains.
Memphis just keeps moving the chains on this drive. They're set up with another 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but this guy has been locked in. He's 5 for 6 on the opening drive of the game, and the coaching staff felt like he had a great week of preparation coming into this one. I think they were expecting him to have this hot start.
So now it's 2nd and long. The give is to Smith. Plows through the defense. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Lewis wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Memphis will be forced to punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. So the Tulane Green Wave offense will have its first chance to go on the attack. team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Reed. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Catch in the middle. It's Reed. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush, he didn't hurry, he took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Trying play action. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you've got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Hayes. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. He's got him. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Tulane didn't start this drive with very good field position, but now they've got a chance to operate. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Got it in the middle. It's Hayes. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Here, time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
Memphis about to put it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Not a lot of offense, in fact, no offense in terms of scoring there in the first half.
You got to give the defense credit on both sides. They've been physical. They've been making plays. So now, which of these offenses can break the tie? It's not going to be easy, but for this offense now taking the ball here first in the second half, they've got to get something going.
Finally giving the defense some credit. How did that feel coming out of your mouth? Did it hurt? Like, did you not like to say that? It sounded painful.
I just threw up in my mouth.
Takes the handoff. It's Mobley. He'll get a fresh set of down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Finds his man. It's Hayes. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play could put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Mobley. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Preston. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Defense has been dominant. We reached the end of the 3rd quarter. Nobody's been able to get on the board as we check out the stats. It's easy to think back to 2014, Wake Forest, Virginia Tech, the last time we had a game go into overtime as a scoreless tie. Let's see if that's the way this one goes as we start the 4th. They'll leave it with him. Tackled at the 31, they'll give him 6 on the play.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And that might be all it takes, fellas. This has been a defensive war and struggle all game long. That field goal in the 4th quarter might be what ends this thing. The newspapers tomorrow are going to say 3-0. How crazy is that?
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Out of the gun, the inside give. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. 2nd down coming up. Lewis to throw. Got it in the middle, it's crossed. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Still on his feet at the 40. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the 1, making it an even bigger play and getting the 1st down.
Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Smith.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Finds space on the right. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And the Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get 1st downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
They'll run play action. Snags it! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. Timeout is called by the offense, 16 seconds left in the game. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. And this one can draw us even in the final moments. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. Under 60 seconds to go, and we are all tied up.
And this kicker has ice water in his veins. 4th quarter, you need to make the field goal to tie it up, and that kid just drilled it.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Mobley. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Using his legs, it's Mobley. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
And that's just what you couldn't have happen. You can't come away with no points on your first possession. It puts all the pressure, David, on your defense. Now, they've got to pitch a shutout here on their opponent's opening possession of OT, or this game is over.
And, man, does it change the complexion now for defense? Because now you got to be aggressive. Because all they need is a field goal to win. They don't have to be aggressive offensively. They can run the football. This defense is going to have to be great and force the kicker into a tough spot.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The running back has it. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Third down. Any kind of score wins it. They want to make sure they stay in position for their kicker. Lewis wants to pass. Completes it in the middle. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll pull it on the read. He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.